Okay.
All right, hey everyone, welcome to the Cardart Hololive OCG first stream that we're ever doing. We've been doing this really jankly. So we set it up by hot fixing the West Short stream into a Hololive setup. So excuse us if there's any missing issues on the stuff, but I mean, we have not announced this, so this is mainly just going to be for the VOD purposes.
This is very
and
last
for
minute.
us to give us a chance to just talk about this new card game that we discovered. I wouldn't say discovered, but it's been in the makings for a while, and we want to kind of showcase and highlight one of the first major tournaments that will be coming out from this since its inception, I think like 3 to 4 months ago. So while I set everything up, Michael, do you want to tell us what the what this is, what Extreamer Cup is?
Yeah, so I guess for Bushiroad is allowing stores in the West to also participate. This is kind of a it's a shop challenge if you're familiar with other Bushiroad games. And
Started 16.
16? Okay.
Or 17.
17. Sure.
Okay.
We're just talking.
So essentially, the winner of this gets an invite card to the Extreamer Regionals, which we actually don't know where the location is. It is most likely in Japan, so they didn't really give us any more information than that.
And I don't think they're gonna pay. Yeah,
But this is probably we've had a pretty good turnout for our locals, ranging from 6 to 12 people. I think 12 is the most we had, but and this is probably the biggest tournament that we'll have for JP at least, probably for a while, maybe ever, since English is coming out, and we have a lot of people interested in English, and the turnout for JP is actually for this tournament pretty happy with the amount of people that still wanted to play in this.
Yeah, so come join us. We're gonna get started into this first match. It's gonna be Kiara versus the dog, Korone. So we've been given like a 30-second countdown. I think Jero's outside saying the rules of what's going to happen. And yeah, we're going to see how we can commentate this match. Unfortunately, a lot of these cards are in Japanese, and we're going to have to pull up a lot of stuff. But we will do our best. I played Korone, and you know Kiara at least.
I played against Kiara a lot. Kiara definitely being one of the top meta threats at the moment.
So they are off to the races. Korone versus Kiara. Starting with Mr. Turtle on the left, playing the card deck.
On the play.
Starts off with a Chloe, actually.
Yeah, starting with the Chloe and only one Kiara debut.
So this Kiara debut lets him discard a card and search for the Kotori.
So it searches for the Kotori fan. And what that does is it makes all instances of incoming damage -10. So that does mess up the damage calculations a lot, especially if you're your deck that does double attacks.
So the Korone player starting off with the Mikorone rolls a 4. So yeah, this is very similar to Pokemon. So we're gonna use a lot of Pokemon terms, and I'm hoping you guys know how to play this game. It's going to be very difficult to explain this game.
We'll try to say the whole line terms, but in case we slip and say a Pokemon term.
So this is the computer, which is essentially a searcher deck for a basic, and he's playing the Marin.
Debut. Yeah.
He's playing the Marin variant.
So this is the Korone Marin build that has been surfacing. Marine herself has been a okay deck by herself, but the engine is extremely powerful as you get a guaranteed salvage essentially by turn 4, and a ping 50, which does make the damage calculations a lot easier for decks that
just gonna throw up
need the reach.
Dog in the collab spot, getting his collab energy.
Just collab punch pass.
Yep, just applying 20 damage to the Chloe, which I think has 110. So Kiara goes back to vacation.
Yep.
And I can see Kendrick has the copy of the new Kiara card. I can't bring it up because I didn't download all of the cards. But this is actually fixes the Kiara deck because Kiara revolves around thematically putting cards into the discard pile and getting power based on how many characters are in the discard pile.
Yeah, so it looks like he is redeveloping his board, but he is... Yeah, starting with only one debut Kiara is not ideal, but he has the new Kiara first from set 3. This lets you bin up to 3 Kiaras from your deck.
4 Kiaras,
actually. 4 Kiaras from your deck, which matters a lot for the Stage 2's damage calculations, as it requires holomems in the graveyard.
Discard pile?
Is it discard pile?
It's not waiting room. It's not
waiting room. Is that discard?
It's archive.
Archive.
Okay. So he's going with the level 1, 2 copies of the level 1, 1 copy of the or 2 debuts, and 1 copy each of the other level 1s. One is just the beater level 1 is a check 3, add any character. So yeah, just going into that, there's his evolve for the turn. Well, you get multiple evolves with Hunter. Got. I don't think he's going to do anything else other than just develop his board here.
Yeah, it looks
Three
like
debut Chloe's at the start of the
opening
game.
all 3 of his debut
Chloe's
Chloe's.
feels
It's
bad.
not ideal, especially because he doesn't have the first.
Yeah,
it looks
he
like
does
it'll
have.
be
He
a
has a
pass.
whole group of Kiaras, but doesn't really have anything else. Oh, he's actually going to go straight to salvage. Debut.
No, so it looks like he's going
just
straight for the board
yeah.
development. So one thing you can do with the Kiara first is to bin Kiaras that you need. It's basically to allow you to use your
Salvage
Oshi
ability.
power. Yeah, to just the first Oshi power from Kiara lets you salvage a Holomem from
So
archive.
drawing fire L from or red L. They're not fire. The red
the
L.
red cheer.
So he's actually.
So he is splashing for the
For the
Marine stack.
Yeah, I don't believe Corona needs all the color or like too many. I think she's like 2 yellow or 1 yellow even. So it is possible to splash the red energy here. I mean, he's gonna go ahead and develop another Corona here. I believe she doesn't actually need color to attack. That one specifically.
Looks like he's just playing it safe to try to develop this second.
Yep. And a Nodoka to draw 3.
So we'll see a lot of Nodokas and Mikorunois today, as those
That's
are
all you've got.
the 2 best draws cards, unless you're playing aggro decks, which rely on Mane-chan a little bit more.
So he's gonna go ahead and go into the first Marine here.
Yep, he's starting that Marine stack.
Marine searches for essentially what, a level 1?
Yes, and then it was
It's
another level 1 Marin.
But specifically
Or-
Marine.
Yeah,
it's not movement. It's not like
movement. It's not like Promise. You can double check the effect here.
Yeah, you need to bring up your sheet because I can't.
No, we don't have a second computer.
You know, second computer. So yeah, just chains into the Marin, and then
Yeah, so essentially with the Marin engine is you stack, you just have 1 stack that continuously chains off as itself to
and then
build.
he's gonna play over a first on his other debut there. So this is a Karane that has I think it's yellow and colorless. To attack for 30, but it lets you charge any other card in your stage. Its other effect is that it prevents its HP, I think, for your other members' HPs from being set to different numbers, specifically to counter another deck.
Basically stops burn damage, which is very relevant in the Kanata matchup.
So he ends up just passing because the Corona that he first on the front cannot attack. It only has he only has 1 energy, but both of the attacks are 2 and a 3 energy. So yeah, Kendrick gets away with no damage on any of his board, and
So yeah, that's very good for Turtle here, since
oh yeah,
Karane is not the most aggressive deck, so even though he had a very slow start, he had a lot of time to continue to develop his board.
hopefully the camera takes this off, but yeah, gonna do a catch. Goes the first there. That gets a 50, so that knocks I think it's just the 50 base attack.
Yes, he is missing
Oh,
the
that's why. Oh well. To oh, let me do some finagling. Oh, there. No, audio's back. Audio should be back. Okay, audio's back.
Sorry about that. Kicked our audio. But looks like Turtle has gone for the stage 2 bloom, 2 stage 1 blooms to bin some more Kiaras, and then the Mane-chan. So he is missing the Chloe first to get the enough cheers to attack. and it looks like he drew into it. So he could be going for an
He just
aggressive
threw
play.
off it. Oh, he just no. But does he have the second though? Because
He has the second.
he played it over.
He had the second from the previous.
And he played over. So he gets to attack here. I think that Corone is only 160. So he should be able to confidently kill this, but he can also knock the other one back.
You probably go for center here, since the
That one goes on
collab
vacation,
one will
yeah.
go become rested next turn.
Yep. So let's see here. And I think he's just doing the calculation. He should have more than enough. 12 plus 80. So yeah, he has like 200. Just from the Kiaras alone, he should have at least, no. He pulled one back to his hand, so it's 11. Realistically, it should be some 11 cards. So it's base 80 plus 11. So
Plus 10 per
190,
character.
yeah, 190. So this is enough to knock out.
So
Yeah,
he
he's
is
just
going
going
for
to
the
target this down yet. All right, so in this game, we have a similar thing to prizes, but instead of prizes, for cards, you get energy. So he's going to go ahead and charge his Crone in the back here. It was a yellow energy, so that will turn the Crone for the second on.
And he is punching collab with the Chloe, since
Why
Kiara
not?
herself has enough damage. So he's going for the shuffle back 6 here.
Shuffles back 6, so from 11 down to 5, so next turn. So the downside is that, yeah, you get very powerful effects with more cards in the archive. But the drawback is if you do use the attack, you do have to shuffle back in 6, which significantly lowers the power for the next turn. So the goal here is to kind of get as many cards into the archive, swing, and yeah, make damage. So he goes into his second Korode. Big, beefy doggers. 210 HP. Has the ability when it dies. I don't know. Can we say that?
I just say knocked out.
When it gets knocked out, it's able to transfer the energy over to any character. Energy attached to it just lets you pull from the top of your energy pile and attach it to a character. And then its attack is 120 base, favorable into white, and can deal an extra 50 if you remove a first from underneath its stack, or like a first character from underneath its stack. So, but it specifically has to target a second. So his goal here is he needs to produce enough damage to deal, I think, 200 to the Kiara. Right now he's representing 170 if he gets rid of the first. I think the problem is he doesn't have a second instance of damage.
He doesn't have a second attacker, so
yeah,
it looks like
so he's just gonna go into the Chloe and eat the Chloe here. But it's only 120. Does Chloe have 130 or 110?
Chloe's 110.
So yeah, that'll knock. So it's just, yeah, I think he's just it's just a base 120.
Yeah, base 120 will take out the Chloe.
If he does it first. Yeah, he has to attack a second. Unless that Chloe is 130.
Chloe also had some damage on it before,
yeah, so yeah,
Chloe
easy
goes down.
knockout right here. So Chloe does go down. Kendrick is going to go take a life. Sorry, I'm going to adjust these life. So he'll be at 4. And he'll be at 5. All right. And so the Kiara goes down, moves up the first Kiara. So he's looking to make a second, but he doesn't have the energy.
He does not have enough to attack
Wait, no,
with
he
another.
gets to no. He does he have
He's
the
short
Chloe in
another
hand?
Chloe, but he's also short another
No,
second.
he didn't play the Chloe from the turn before. Oh no,
No,
he was on top.
He's short a
Needs
Kiara
to
second as well.
needs to find the Kiara and the Chloe to attack back here into this doggers.
He does have the option to play enemy here, but he's also short cheers on his end to double attack. So looks like the game could be stalling out a little bit.
Yeah, so this is going to be a grind set.
Looks like he's got multiple draw.
He has all his draw in his hand, but none of the cards he needs. So he's trying to see like whether or not he rips the Nodoka to draw 3, or whether he goes for the Mane-chan to effectively you know yourself. Shove your hand back into your deck, draw 5 new cards. Yeah, it's all supporters. His entire hand is just supporters.
He would lean
towards the Mane.
he's leaning toward the Mane-chan.
Yeah.
He is eyeing the Marine though, which actually a enemy play here would trap it up front. The Carne player would not have enough energies to attack with the second. But it looks like he goes for the the
Mane
Mana-chan
Chan
here.
first
No,
to see
no
here.
silly stall
Because
plays.
even if he pulls the current, he would just retreat it out. But then the 120, I mean the Kiara's safe. So the 170 only works if it's against the second though. So anything that is above 120 is safe from the first Dogger's attack. 35 just trust
He
mark.
did get the second.
It
He
did
did
get
a
a
Kotori,
Kotori.
but he is still
Missing the energy.
so he can actually attack this turn. He can grab the Chloe first back with the Kiara Oshi skill, to charge the Kiara
You just have
inactive.
to commit, yeah.
But he has to. That's a full commit in using all of your.
The other question
your
though,
Oshi power.
the other problem is even if he attacks with the Kiara, it does not mean that he can deal 210 damage though.
So
Because he did shove a bunch of cards back in.
So he played Kotori. Kotori's effect, in addition to the -10, is if you bloom to the next stage, you do get to draw a card. So now
1,
he's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think is what we counted at. So 8 plus 8, 160. Still needs to find 50 damage from somewhere. And I think he's just going to tag this.
like he's just going for a.
It's a
just a punch?
base 70 tag. Yeah. I mean, so the problem here is that, likewise on Scups, the Corone player side, is that he doesn't actually have anything that can deal 200 unless he plays Axe.
And the fact that Kotori
Minus
is
his
now
10
on
damage.
minus his 10 damage. It will also. So he has the option to go for the Marin Ping this turn, since it is turn 4.
So yeah, he's just going to go ahead and tag this Corone. He's going to do a base 70 damage. Next time I'll have the cards so I can pull them off at will. But I do not have a library of the Hololive cards readily available. I had to do some hoops and bounds just to download these cards.
Yeah, so it looks like.
Just going
Corone
to tag this
player
with 70. So,
not committing to the Marin stack yet. Looks like just. Going
but
for
does
setting
play
up
another copy
Corone.
of the second here. Yeah, the problem is the Corone player is set. Oh, he's going to
So
tag it for 50.
So it'll be a 40 tag.
40 tag. That should be enough. That's exactly 210 with the 170. So yeah, he will be able to kill this. So let's talk about an interesting dynamic here with the Kiara. We do say Kiara says that she has 5 life, but does she really have 5 life?
She does not have 5 life. We treat her basically as another 6 life Oshi.
So
the
her-
SP Oshi power is when a red character, I believe, gets knocked out, you can pay 2 Oshi power to essentially reduce the life damage you take by 1 and also return that character to your hand.
It's, I think, is it the character or the character from the stack? So then he down does.
Choose a whole element that was downed.
Ah, so it
yeah.
is the down character specifically.
Oh, and the stack.
So it is enough to take out, and now the question is, does Turtle or the Kiara player choose to use the power? And he says no. I think he just wants the energy charge here. Oh no, he
Oh, yeah, he took it
took it
from
from
his,
the he took it from his thing.
So yeah, he looks like he wants to go for the charge here.
Yeah, maybe
Because
he can just salve it. He can literally
Yeah,
just
he
salvage.
can just grab it back, and he has. He might want them in the archive to get the damage. Damage threshold to take the knockout.
So that'll be +3 to the damage threshold there. So I think we counted 8, so it's going to be at 10-ish this turn. So it's going to be 180. So it does need to find 3 cards in the pile. Oh, it does find another copy of effectively Boss's Orders, or I don't know what it's called.
Enemy that's determined. Hello, OCG.
So he's going to go ahead and attach for the turn onto the Kiara. There's the 2 energy
He's
there.
setting up the second attacker, so
Yep.
he should have enough to take.
Anything, pretty much.
Knockout
Yeah.
here.
He can choose effectively what he wants to knock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5.
6, 7, 8.
8.
No, that's 10. 11, 12, 13? Wait, I think that's enough. That is a big stack. I don't know. Oh, because the Chloe got knocked out earlier. I forgot about that.
Chloe's down. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's more than enough to just take a 210. So, I mean, does he want to take this one that is like kind of already kind of mashed in though? Like, he might want to enemy something up or boss something up and get full value. Yeah,
Oh,
there
he
it
is
is.
going
Yeah, he's
for
gonna
the
go for the
Marin
Marin.
stack.
Yeah. So this prevents any extra damage. He'll need to reset up the Marin. And Marin is 200 HP, I believe. So
Yes.
yeah, it looks like he is going to show. Yeah, he's just going to let it rip here. 200. I think we said there was more than 12 cards, so yeah.
So he'll go back for the attack. And
Shuffle, yeah,
back.
shuffle back.
Yep. So this is where Kiara becomes pretty scary. Even if the Korone player takes return knockout here, the Kiara player can just SP Oshi to grab the second back and continue
just
the
cycle,
barrage.
yeah, continue the cycle. So pushes up the damaged Korone here. There's a lot of mini-math that I'm trying to do in my head. 210 minus 70. 140. So it's 140 HP left here.
So taking out the Marin stack is also basically turns all the cards, makes them all dead, because we can see that Korone player is gripping a lot of Marins. It could continue the 50
So
barrage.
Mikorone lets him draw 2 and then draw the third.
Going for some draws. But Korone player needs to... Oh, so he's reestablish,
yeah, but he doesn't get them. He has to reestablish
but
it.
that's another 4
turns, yeah.
effort. So continue
just
to
plays the
build forward.
first, develop the board here. A lot of his stuff, but not enough targets to really evolve. We can talk a little bit about the Korone as well. So the Korone Oshi power is very similar. I mean, you still take the damage, but if you minus 3,
It's very similar to Kiara, actually.
yeah, you get to return a card from the stack. It can be anyone from them back to your hand, and you can also attach an energy, I believe, from the down Hollow Man to another Hollow Man.
Yes, you get the move.
So you basically get to save 2 cheers.
Yep. So you get your charge from the life damage, and then you get the move.
And it looks like he just double attacks into that Kiara very confidently here.
And looks like Kiara player will use the SP Oshi skill.
So he's going to remain 3 life. He's going to pull back the second, and it is effective. I wouldn't say a tie game, but now, yeah, I think the problem is the Kiara board has not been drawing enough debuts to kind of fill backups.
He should be okay now since he had to commit to the double Korone attack here. He does not have as much damage.
And even in the run turn attack, yeah. So he basically bought himself because he had the double attack here. Yeah, he has to.
Yep. So he can go for active knockout here, which will prevent
pretty easily 140. Yep. He does not even need like the full 160.
Just thinning out his deck here.
Out his deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 right now. Yeah, so 12 is easily a knockout. He's just going to play the second here. And he's going to go ahead and Mane-chan his hand away. You think you know anything about the Kiara deck is you have to keep like 3 separate piles.
Yeah. A lot of shuffling here.
Yeah. So goes directly into the second, and this is obviously just take the knockout on the Korone in the center slot.
Center slot, yep.
And the question will be for your opponent is like, how do you take a return knockout?
Ooh, those are some very good draws.
So this one
continue to develop.
He's able to check 3, add any character, I believe. There's a second. There's another second. Yeah.
Oh, he
just takes the Chloe.
So he is going for the charge.
So he's going to go ahead and charge a second copy. So there's 2 energy on 1 energy? 2, 1 energy.
There's 1 on that now. And also Kotori, which...
So Kotori go. He puts Kotori on the front one, though. So no more draws from that.
So he's trying to get some more SP.
Some Oshi energy, right?
Power here.
Just moves up one of the Kiaras. And he's just going to knock out the center. So what does he want to shove in? Can you shove in Chloe? Chloe first?
We'll double check. I don't want to say
I don't want to say yes or no. But the Korone player is going to use the effect. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and from the Korone back to his hand.
And he's 6 members.
Yeah.
So
he's going to attach an energy from the Doggers to another Doggers. To the first Korone in the back, the first boxing Korone in the back. And then he's going to go ahead and take an energy from the Corone effect and then a life. So Corone will go down to 3. So yeah, the question now is... He's just taking a break. The question now is like, how does the Corone take a return knock?
So he does have the second again, so he can.
But he doesn't have enough to kill the Kiara in the back unless he commits the... No,
Active
well, no.
Ki-
How big is the Corone or is the Kiara in the collab spot? 150 or 160? Because he can produce 150 here.
I think you just go for the collab Kiara here.
Yeah. Just gets another debut Marin. Yeah, you just go for the collab.
It's 140, so.
Oh, it's enough. So he just moves up the 1 energy Corone, the level 1 in the back. Daki is that what we refer to them as? Daki version.
The Daki cards.
Yeah.
Usually those cards have high HP counts, and no effects. Sometimes they do have high damaging attacks too.
So this one's gonna be 1. Yeah, he's able to produce our mark for 150, but he won't be able to take the center slot though. So does get to do a return knock, and the race will be who runs out of gas first.
Yeah,
essentially.
it's
Whoever does not take a knock in the turn will effectively.
It's coming
fall
down
first,
to
yeah.
whoever is
who misses
able
the
to
first
continue
knock.
to trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the obvious answer here to most people, like, if I can't take the center, I'll take the collab spot, and he does have. Oh, he's gonna boss.
Oh, he is going for the
other
stack.
Yeah. So yeah, only has 1 energy. So yeah, I guess it's just remove the development, and just 120. That one only has 120, right?
Yes. This is an energy neutral trade though, because
You lose 1 energy, but
you
gain
lose 1, but you gain 1 from the.
But he doesn't have any other first, so he can't really double stack Kiara's here. Right?
So yeah, it looks like he's just gonna set up for the following turn to get another second Kiara online.
Goes ahead into draw. And down to 2 life. So Kiara gets attached. Gonna play over 1, 2, 3. Finds a first, or he can get an energy charge, and just does that.
Just grabs the Chloe.
I believe he should have more than enough to take out this Corone here.
Just draw
so good.
Oh, he is drawing all of his.
Did he not attach any energy?
No. He played Nodoka.
No, from the Chloe. He played Chloe.
No. He took it back.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah. He decided to go for Nodoka first.
Wait, that's the one he played. Yeah. All right, just puts up the Chloe here. Going to recover. Salvage a card.
Holomem.
Second?
I think he's.
No. Oh, he just got it first?
I think he just wants to continue.
The cycle, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
There's another second.
Just grabs the second, yeah. So that just infinite, yeah. There's 3 Kiaras that he can just make. 5,
I think he
that's
was
10.
just mill
out
to get
confirm this knock, yeah.
Because his other option here would be the enemy, the damaged Corone, if he didn't have enough. But
So he's just gonna knock into this.
yeah, it looks like he had enough to.
1. Yeah, more than enough. I think he has 10, 20. Yeah, he had 14 cards.
Yep. So the game is on the Corone player to
Maintain the Corones.
to continue knocking out, since based on the life trade at the moment, it will be in the Corone player's
Favor.
They are on track to win this game if they continue to.
In the moment,
get
he's
knockouts.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
question is, does he have another copy of the second in his hand? Oh, he does. So he's able to find all copies of them, which is a really difficult thing as a Corone player.
So he is going for
The salvage, yeah.
the salvage. He's
Able to just keep putting the dogs out.
he is just setting up.
So he's gonna just take out the Chloe knock here, and the next turn he say yeah, the Kiara player will need to find a double knock somehow, but I don't think that's possible.
Don't think he has enough damage to. there will be 2 Corones. Even if he knocks out the back Corone here, he'll have enough energy to double attack with
Yeah.
2 Corones. This could be
Game.
This
I
could
think
be
this is game. Yeah.
Corone player.
6 life.
Wow.
Yeah, puts
6
him at 1
life.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I think there's one turn where he was not able to take a knockout. He just had like that one turn where he just had to soften his opponent. Yeah. I think one thing here is this ends up just being a checkmate here, no matter what the Kiara player does. He's not able to take two life in this turn. So yeah, that's this game.
Oh yeah.
Right. And the Corone takes it. Moving on to round 2.
To
Congratulations.
Corone. Taking down
Tier 1 Kiara. Supposedly
yeah,
Tier
a
1
lot
Kiara.
of people's opinions is Kiara is Tier 1, but yeah, I think the pivotal play was the Marin stack, letting him take the knockout.
We'll continue the knockout stream. Yeah.
Do the very first knockout because he did not have enough cheers attached at that point to take out the Kiara, but that 50 damage ping or 40 made the difference and gave him enough of a life advantage.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. That was game 1.
That is the Corone Marine build that people have been playing, and if you need to juice up your deck, just splash out Marine Engine.
Yeah, I think everyone was playing like energy Risus and stuff. But like, hey,
yeah,
I think the Corone deck specifically needs like a lot of the problems is like I need to find my seconds, and the
Marine solves a lot of the issues. You can grab your second back.
You can salvage your seconds back.
The 50 damage does matter a lot here.
Yeah, and your problem is your energy. You're just missing energy ramp.
You're missing the ramp, but
6 life.
You do have 6 life, so
Yeah.
it is
Effectively 1 turn.
you gotta buy a turn with 6 life. Yeah. So congratulations.
We'll get to round 2 shortly. See you guys in a bit. I am not changing the image. So we have round 2 coming up very shortly for you guys. We're able to get things set up. We're on our home turf now, so it's a little messy, but it's a lot cleaner in where we can get. We have staff. So, 2 prevalent players from our community actually here.
Yeah,
We have Mr.
2
Baudo,
locals players.
Baudo playing his signature I Love Kanata deck. He's been playing it since it first came out.
It's the very first deck he built when set 1 came out, and we were testing it, and we were like, wait,
This deck's pretty
Kanata's
strong.
kind of insane, and then he wanted to build it, and originally he started with Kanata Sora, but he since moved off that.
Sora. Anyway, Kanata is just better, he says. All right, so Kanata coming in, and then we have Noodle Brain on our right playing a variant of basically Hollow ID.
Variant of the, yep. Mainly just Rene at this for this version of the deck.
Yeah, Kobo is not signature in this deck. It is actually Rene.
Kobo is played for the 6 life and the SP Yoshi skill, which is also, you play the Kobo deck specifically for the Kanata matchup. So this will be pretty interesting.
They are very familiar with each other. I think we're going to start at 55, so 3 minutes to kind of discuss what's happening. So it looks like both players are keeping their hand.
So they're proceeding to post mulligan, and with this Kobo build, you will also see the Marine stack be relevant.
You will also note that these decks are both getting hit by bans.
The restriction list will hit both of these decks, but one a little bit harder than the other.
I feel like the ID hit is very slap on the wrist.
It just lets other decks trade into it a little easier. I think
he's gonna switch into his
He's
mat.
gonna go to his mat.
That's allowed, yeah. That is there for us, not for them.
Yep. Kanata obviously just getting second restricted to 1. Since the ban list is not taking an effect, we are playing with full power Kanata here.
And full power Rainy.
Full power Rainy.
Or full power Hollow ID with Splash Mark.
Full ID with the Marine Splash.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
This was one of the first decks to start doing the Marine Splash, and then now like everyone's doing it.
Because like that's pretty good.
Yep, and then the advantage with playing as the Kobo with Kobo Oshi is that you really only need to collab 2 times at the very beginning, and then after that, you don't need to collab again, and you will pretty much only have 1 Holo Mem inactive at a time. You prevent the double knockouts because you don't need any Holo power.
And your center is so beefy, and then it has a lot of HP, it has damage reduction. The Titan or whatever gives plus 30 HP. So it requires 2 attackers.
Doesn't matter too much for Kanata since you can always just set the HP to 50 with the Yoshi skill.
But you can only do that once.
No, the set is
the set is the -3?
The -3,
is that why I lose every time?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because Kanata is
disgusting. Yeah, we're ready to start whenever.
Kanata really only needs 5 turns.
We can't see it, so it's fine.
We're waiting because he needed to go.
Ah.
I see. Okay.
Wait,
we'll
who's it? Oh, I just realized not in his
okay.
seat.
Okay. Well, we'll start shortly.
Yeah. This one's gonna be a grind set matchup here because these 2 are very familiar with each other.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's ready to go.
He's ready to rumble.
Yeah, they're ready to fight. Stand up the Hollow.
So this does become pretty rough for the Kanata player later on, since you can't really take double knockout.
And it looks like both of them had pretty healthy hands. There's no bricking today, so yeah, this will be a slugfest. Kanata needs, effectively, even though, Kobo has that 5 life, the Kanata's ability to take 2 life makes it a 5 life race.
Going first is also very nice for Kobo Rene here.
Oh, they're going first.
You definitely want to go first. Kanata is okay going second, but
Kanata can do some cheesy stuff if she goes first.
Like pretty straightforward turn here.
Yep. Looks for probably another Rene.
Probably another Rene.
Yep.
You really only need to set up 1 Marine, but 2 is nice. And it looks like he's just gonna go for the
energy attack.
the quick pass.
Yep.
Just checking. He's counting.
Axe. It looks like. I think he's gonna Mane his hand away.
He's going for the turn one.
Mane. So I mean,
that is 70
it does
damage.
60, 40,
So
60.
Kanata, yep, a one cost attack that does 42 center only, but Umpao adds 10 damage, and
I think he just shuffled something. Oh, no,
he just
okay.
dropped some cards.
Yeah.
But Umpao adds 10, and Axe also adds 20. So he's looking for that
90. Right?
the debut Kanata that is restricted to 1. Any sort of computer search here. Looks like he did not get it, but he did get some additional. So it looks like this is only a smack for 70 here.
Pulls up to Chloe just to get some power. Yeah, did not draw it.
Did not draw into it, so.
But it does 70 to center. And he does 10.
Yep. So he did not get the turn 1. But. So this is actually not very ideal since he can heal it off a lot of the damage with the Rainy first if he has it.
So yellow energy comes out. So I think Raine's ability, Peacock, right? Multiple colors, multiple damage.
Yep.
So yellow comes on the board. It's just on the field, though. It doesn't
It's
matter.
on the
if
field,
Raine.
yeah. It does not have to be attached to Raine herself.
She only needs green, though, right?
Yes.
Right. Draws 3. Gets into the first.
Contemplator does not have additional draw supporters. Draw limiteds. I don't see it.
Ignore it in his hand. so he is playing with a.
He is kind of stalled out here.
Yeah, he is flexed out. I mean, I don't think the Mane-chan was the wrong answer.
No, Mane-chan was, yeah, it was a good play there, but he just unfortunately did not draw into a follow-up draw supporter, so.
He's going to retreat. The baby, yeah. Does he not have a first?
He has the first in the back.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. So retreats out. I think he just wanted to put the white in the pile as well and get rid of the threat in case this does get knocked.
And he's going for the heal as well. So unfortunately, because Kanta cannot take the initial knockout here, he kind of loses out on a lot of that damage that he put out.
Goes back. I think he's just going to play the second over and then do the heal. Or he's playing the first.
He's going to search the Tatang here.
Is it just a free get a Titan?
Yes.
The discard outlet, nothing
the
like
130 HP first. Yep.
Wow.
Search a
Pretty
Titan.
good. He's going to search for Marin.
And then the other Raine heals 10 damage for each unique color on the field. So I believe it was he healed 20 there. Yeah, so continuing to build the Marine stack. Yeah, Contemplator really just needs to see some
Anything.
any sort of draw. His hand is fine for next turn, but so basically he has like 2
He'll
turns.
gas out.
He needs he has 2 turns basically to draw into something.
Now that Raine is going to be what, like 100?
That is the
240.
The Daki Raine, which is 160 base HP.
So 190.
So 190 is a lot, but Kanata can't get there. We'll just see how.
If he gets there, so.
Because he can always SP early, but that's not really that
ideal.
The board state for Raine is very strong here. There are multiple firsts set up, and the Marine stack is there.
So he's gonna ping.
Going for the ping 30.
So effectively reduce the Tong. Yeah, it's gonna be 160. Negated.
Negates the Tong's effect. He's gonna try to search for the Umpao, see if he hits.
He missed.
he missed. Shouts to the Fonadai.
Energy charge here.
Charging.
Checks 3. Just in case. There might not be a white one in there.
Yeah. Technically, you are supposed to reveal, but I believe the players.
Your players don't need to know.
you just reveal.
So, can he take the knockout here?
He can if he uses SPOG skill to plus 100 damage, but the thing is, if he does that, he's gonna have a very hard time taking.
He has one card in hand. It's gassed
He's
out.
got he is no hand
And
right now. So
It is a Mane into nothing. So yeah, if he wants to, I mean, he'll get the first trade, but Kobo 6 life.
6 life just is so much. So it looks like he just goes for a punch here, not committing his
I think
Oshi
he's
power. It's a bad situation either way.
110. And he does end up passing, and I think this is it for the Conti
Raine player does not have the second in hand. It shouldn't be that hard to get it. He has multiple turns to, or he can try drawing into
drawing.
it.
I think he has some draw supporters in his hand. So green comes out. So that's like the hardest part about this, is in order for Raine to attack, she does need green. But yeah, he needs to draw the second to start.
So he's playing the pen event.
So this is
he
artist.
he wants to dig for it. So it adds a check top 4
Add all art
add art characters, and because Marine also has the art tag, it is very good at this deck. He did not
get it.
Did not get it though. So
Stuck on one.
he's actually stuck on one.
Like, did a double break? Is this a double break scenario?
Well,
I would say I think it's still he's still got a full grip.
He can still continue developing the Marine stack, and he has 6 lives.
It's just not on. It's not on pace where he wants to be.
It just allows. It gives a chance for the Kanata player here. Given
He
that
needs to draw his other Mane-chan.
he's-
His hand is bleeding.
he really needs to draw Mane-chan here. Yeah, not getting the second here is
kind of painful.
it's painful, but it
Yeah,
he should
both
still
players
be
are like
okay.
both players are basically not on pace where they need to be, or
Yeah,
they would like to
both
be.
players are well. Next turn, Kanata will be falling behind.
If he does not draw anything.
Top teching the second here does not help either, since he does not have the cheers on board.
Can he? So he's going to go in
Just going for the
next copy of Marin.
yep. So he'll have that ready.
Got to search.
He'll probably also count his deck here. If there is a second Raine in the
energy,
in the
Hollow Power.
the hollow power area, that is something you do want to check for, because you can always pay the hollow power and then grab
It
that
off
Raine
of
back
the
off the second Marine. But it looks like he's just going for another first Marine here. Just
And I guess that was not a thing.
so he's just taking that out of his deck.
Developing his first.
So he does not need to establish the second quite yet. So he's just gonna continue pulling that out.
It's a weird situation for both players.
Yeah. Good for Kanata though. This is going for another Tang search. The longer your opener Kanata lives, the better it is.
You're just
But
dealing
you're just getting
mass
so
damage,
much
yeah.
damage off of it.
Can he not? Wait, can he take the... No, because is that Kanata 90 or 1? The center Kanata right now. Can he attack with Raine to take a knock here?
Kanata is 90 HP, and that Raine does
50, I think?
40 damage. If you have 2 or more colors, an additional 20.
70?
Yep.
It's attacked twice? That's 90.
Yep. So that is actually. Oh, so he actually takes the self knockout with.
Oh, 'cause
with
that had-
Umpao.
yeah.
It had. This is actually very smart here, because he. Now Kanata can't. He's playing on his own terms now. Taking your own knockout, you do not immediately push a character in, unlike some other card games, when your center character
Yeah, so
when your character dies.
he has to choose first, and then he gets to choose next to see what happens.
Yeah, so you re-promote into active at the beginning of your turn. So if you self knockout at the end of your turn during performance step, you just leave an empty board and they can't do anything.
Huh?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I don't think you've run into that yet.
Never ran into that
Yeah.
scenario.
It rarely comes up because
The double knockout is not a thing.
the
usually.
self knockout usually doesn't happen. I mean, it's usually off of Axe, and then in this case it was Umpao. It looks like it's just collab pass for Kanata here. Yeah, so this is fully
in his control. He gets
Raine
a
player's
second
control.
turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just going back to developing the board, trying to find the second copy,
Yep.
or the next copy, and it goes
Just
for the
goes for-
sign pen again.
Goes for pens. He really wants that
So
second.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
I
there
think
it
he
is.
found
Yep.
it. Yep.
There it is.
So,
So-
looking like doom for the Kanata player.
Unfortunately, Kanata player is just not.
Just watch your opponent play cards.
It's kind of what happens when you play an aggro deck and you brick
Opening brick.
the Minotron brick in this case.
Mane-chan brick,
Opening hand,
opening hand is fine.
Yeah.
He had multiple copies of Notica and Mane-chan. The correct answer. I mean, like, theoretically, you could go. You would. If you had time, you would go.
Yeah.
You would rip the Notica first to get the draw 3, and then Mane-chan when you are out,
Yeah.
right, to regas your hand.
Or I mean, even if he just drew into another
Yeah.
Minotron or Notica, it'd been fine.
So powers,
Going for another collab here.
and I think he just takes the knock. No, he
Yeah,
only has
to
2 colors.
He has to charge first. It should
Yep.
be enough.
3 colors.
Is 20 per color on board.
Showing 60.
What? So yeah, so it's looking a bit cooked for,
looking for the Kanata
for
player.
Kanata player. Marine. He has his Marine stack ready for next turn. He has 2 Oshi power, so he can
Easily
he
take
has,
that.
he has a
yeah.
first on board. He has another
Yeah,
first Marine
yeah.
on board. He has he can collab next turn for the Oshi power,
And Kanata is playing off the top of her deck.
and Kanata is just top decking. So this is looking
Grim.
pretty hopeless. Missing 2 turns of draw supporter kind of will end you there.
New game.
yeah, yeah.
So
This is-
a lot of the quality of life things, and with a new game, you're missing a lot of the quality of life stuff. So don't. This is not a normal game, people. So
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It's,
Take
it's
this
a
in
new
stride.
game, so we only have 3 sets out.
Yeah.
There's
the only downside is the best of 1. Though,
yeah,
so.
not a lot of draw
Yeah.
exists in the game. So if you don't draw, if you can't consistently chain draw effects, then you tend to run, I guess, pretty quickly.
I mean, his answer here is to just set it to 50 and.
He just
swing
has to
it.
set to 50,
Yeah.
but then Raine player has a pretty easy line for next turn.
Just return. Yeah.
Yeah, you just can grab second Raine off Marine.
So
And then-
set to 50.
Yep, so Kanata player will use the first SP power to set Raine's HP to 50. This overrides Satang's effect since it's a set effect. And take knockout. But now Raine player can easily just grab the second back and with the Kobo SP Oshi power re-accelerate all the
Energy.
cheers
from the
back.
pile, right?
Yep, all the up to 6 to any ID character. It's
Up to
actually
5, actually.
it's 5. Yeah,
1 to
5.
5,
1 to 5 cheers from archive
Works to any character.
to
or to your
any-
board, to your board.
to ID.
Yeah.
And that's the theory behind this deck. You don't need Eofi to do your energy charge since Kobo will do it for you. So now he just can easily collab Oshi power and then continue swinging. And then Kanata's just running out of gas here. But,
The tank was empty before
but
he started.
even so, this is aside from missing the stage 2 bloom on turn 3. This is pretty much an ideal game for the Raine
player.
Yeah, and then another advantage of playing Kobo is because you don't have to worry about charging a second Raine, you can immediately start building your Marine. So unlike some other decks where we saw that
I mean, you could also even
Cardart
use the
player
Marine
was splashing red to attack with Marine, but it's a lot easier to attack in this deck. You can really quickly build up the 3 cheers necessary.
Yeah. There's like cases where it can brick, but just how efficient this deck is at getting the color energy you need,
Yes.
and then setting up multiple threats, and even having Marin as a
Right, it's
consistent
a very
threat,
good attacker. Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna go to
And he gets the heal off, so Pretty much.
It's a pretty well oiled machine. There's a second.
there's the bloom. So he will go for the ping 50 here and then grab back his second Raine. And then Raine herself on bloom also can charge.
Rips another draw 3. He's almost out of deck.
He's almost out of deck, but I think he's good
pretty
here.
cooked. Yeah, he's pretty set here. He just needs to make sure he's
This-
not overzealous. Pulls out a purple.
There's a Toa.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different colors. All 6 colors are
He's
represented.
got all 6.
Just get the entire shard. And
Just
he
take double
takes it
KO
to
here,
double
and
KO,
then
yeah.
for Kanata, this is
Looking cooked.
end of the line.
Yep. There's no...
Pretty bad representation
You
of
know,
what
what
Kanata
does he
can
do?
do. Yeah, but unfortunately, this happens, and
It's okay. I don't
it
feel...
is card games.
Yeah.
So
Maybe in the next title cup, Mr. Baldo, you can come back here. Or the Extreamer Cup. He's our friend. We can dog on him if we want.
yeah.
Yeah, just push up to Kanata. I think
but-
he just wants to get a parting shot here.
There it is.
There it is. He points at it. There it
There's
is.
the second,
I can even hear him say it. There it is. There it is.
He will use his
There it
SP
is,
power
yeah.
just to,
Deal some damage, parting shot damage.
parting
and,
shot, and then
He
this
just,
game will be
honestly, he
wrapped up
just needs to
quite
say attack.
soon. Just go for that. Go.
That's a game. Yeah, a little bit of a laugh there. But yeah,
Yep.
that is round 2. So that one took a little shorter than our
A
normal.
little shorter than the previous game, but this tends to happen when you have one aggro player at least, especially when the aggro player doesn't draw into their draw supporters. This will happen pretty.
So yeah, we'll go to round
consistently.
3. It'll be a while. We don't know when round 3 will be.
We don't know when round
this
3
one was
is.
really
This
quick.
one ended pretty quickly.
The last one was actually a dogfight. But yeah, we'll see you
That was,
guys shortly.
Very good showing from
With our NA player.
what Kobo Rainey can do.
All right, see you guys in a bit.
Yep.
Welcome back, everyone. Here's round 3 for some of the 2-0s that we have not yet seen before we go into the final. So this will decide who's going to face off between either the Corone player we saw earlier or the Rainy player we saw earlier.
Yep. So it's Corone versus Kobo Raine. Corone Marine versus Kobo Raine Marine is the other undefeated matchup. But we've seen those two players, so we decided to put these two. Another repeat showing from Kanata. Hopefully we get a better showing from Kanata. And then I believe this is 12 fans Polka, but with the new Miko Oshi as the Oshi's choice. This effectively, it weakens the deck in the late game, as you don't have Kiara's -1 life taken ability, but your early game becomes a lot stronger due to Miko's SP Oshi skill, which is you can bottom deck as many cards as you want from your hand and then draw up to 5. So usually you just bottom your whole hand and then draw 5. So it is a very good consistency tool that you pretty much always want to rip turn 2 to find your Polka first.
Mulligan.
That's fine. So we've confirmed there's going to be a mulligan from the Kanata player's side, so we'll go in to see what hand 2 says. So mulligan rolls.
So you get 1 free mulligan, and after that, if you have a debut, you must keep the hand. And if you don't, you have to go mulligan again and go -1 card on the next draw. So 1 free mulligan, then must keep if you have debut. It looks like he did get 1, so he is keeping this hand.
Is that down to 5?
I think, is it down to 6? Did he go to 6 here? It's okay, you just need to rip him on it, Sean. Back in this game.
No,
he went down to 6. He went down to 6.
Not rip him on it.
It's okay.
But he's going first, though.
He's going first. So yet another hand without a draw supporter from Kanata. Fortunately, he's going first, so he doesn't need it right now. Hopefully he draws into one. But it is looking a little rough already.
It was Kanata was not the play today. So it just moves up collabs.
Pretty straightforward turn 1. Attach pass. Attach collab pass.
Draw on the Miko player side. Attach to front polka, back polka.
The polka.
Deciding
Front
which one to
polka
do.
most likely will get knocked out. It is Kanata after all, so you really want to be setting up. So you can take the punch here because Zine effectively is it's another cheer. That is the fan, the polka fan. So you can comfortably just take a punch with the active polka, but it most likely will be going down. So he's going for a search on the Miko. Computer search for another Miko debut.
Yep.
But you do want to be establishing multiple polkas here, because you kind of have to assume that your active polka will go down, but this does look like a more Miko heavy.
So it goes ahead and adds his fan, and then it's going to Mane Chan
Go
away.
for Mane Chan, so there's pretty
What does
value
the
Mane Chan.
Miko fan do?
It is very similar design. It provides 1 red energy for Miko, or 1 cheer.
And then you can have infinite amounts of fans, right?
Yes, fans you can attach as many as you want. And the downside is if the Miko gets knocked out, the other player gets to draw the same amount of cards as number of fans attached.
Oh.
So he does have the. Looks like he did draw into the Buzz Polka. So that's what you want to be looking
So
for.
just comp searches. Probably just going to grab another polka.
Should be another polka here.
Yep.
This board's looking pretty good.
Full board.
Exactly what you want to see.
And I think this is just collab, attach.
collab-
yeah, collab, pass.
Collab Miko
ping,
and then
pass, right?
punch. You do need to roll a die for the Miko, and you do draw a card if it's a 3 or 5. If it's 2, 4, 6, you deal 10 damage, and if it's a 1, nothing.
So yeah, collab in, right? Collab in. I think he's just figuring out what else he needs to do. So yeah, collab.
So he's going for the the Miko with the higher HP.
Just in case.
Yep. Although here, I'm going for a punch here. It's pretty safe to collab. Normally you don't want to collab the one with the fan on, so in case it gets knocked out. But since Kanata is, oh, that was a very good top deck from the Kanata.
Did he get a Notica?
He did get a Notica.
So that helps out. Doesn't fix the situation, but definitely helps. Energy for the turn.
So yeah, normally you can playing against Kanata, you can be pretty safe that your collab. You can be pretty sure that your collab is going to be safe, since Kanata really only hits center.
So rips the Notica.
So that's why he's okay playing that here. He drew an Umpao. He's got Axe, Umpao, and Explosion Magic. We've seen a lot of decks splash Explosion Magic in addition to Axe just to reach additional damage thresholds. So he is...
Can't threaten this, yeah.
So he's going to ping 30 to center.
He has all 3 cards to do the funny.
He can do the funny, but he might just play it safe and go for a knockout here. He's short debuts. Gonna try to search out an Umpao.
Rolls the dice. As long as it's not a 1, right?
3 or lower, so to search out another Umpao.
So it thins the deck a little bit.
Yep. And then hopefully he does have his second in hand, so he's good on that. So I think what he wants to do is set up for the 3 life turn onto the Polka, since that is the weakest part about this Miko deck. Playing Miko is that into Kanata especially, if they can resolve, all they need to resolve is a single second Kanata, and then the game heavily swings into the Kanata player's favor, since it's very easy to just set up knockouts everywhere. But I think he'll just go for the knockout on, so takes the collab here, and we'll probably just go for a knockout. So his board's looking a little thin, but he is ready to set up for the second.
He's ready to like let rip. So
yeah. He's trying to.
Does take knockout.
Does take knockout.
Does require both to attack though, so we'll see what he ends up promoting. One interesting thing is, yeah, this is a Buzz deck. So Buzz is effectively the EX of Hololive, where they powerful firsts. I don't think there's any second Buzzes, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, powerful firsts, but they are worth 2 life rather than 1 life. So higher HP thresholds, powerful attacks.
They're annoying to take down, but you have to take 2 life if they go down, and then Kanta especially
takes 3 life.
Can make it 3 life.
So energy for the turn, deciding on who to attach it to.
Most likely should be active Polka, but
Polka needs 2 to attack, right?
so he is going for Miko here.
But his fans are not developed, so the Polka herself.
So
is not
it looks like this is a. I don't have the deck log pulled up, but it looks like this is a 8 fans version of the deck. So it's not all in on 12, like some of the other builds that we've seen.
So the first comes down.
So he's opting to go for building up his Miko. Polka does have free retreat cost, which is pretty nice.
In exchange for low base health.
Low base HP, yep. I think he doesn't want to commit to the Buzz Polka here just because of the threat of the Kanata second coming down next turn. So he might just play it safe and take a knockout.
So deciding what to do, only has the 2 energy to work with. Going to go ahead and collab, get his energy.
So this is usually
use the ability. So he's gonna rip his hand.
SP Oshi.
So 1, 2, 3, 3 cards, 2 cards to the bottom.
So he's putting 2 into the bottom, so he'll draw 4 here.
Huh? It's double what you discarded?
No, it's draw up to 5.
Oh,
So-
draw into
so
a new
you,
hand of 5. Yeah, keep your hand.
bottom as many cards as you want, and then draw up to 5.
Retain. Oh, so I
Yep.
see. So retain up to when you want, and then draw to 5.
Yep.
Oh,
So that is
very nice quality of life.
Very lets you unbreak very easily, which is why this deck is so scary.
It's so scary.
Yep.
All right, thinking about what
Did not
to
see
do
the
now.
draws though, so we'll just see. It's just another Miko.
Debut.
So I think what the Miko player wants to do here is lean more heavily into the Miko lines, since the Buzz Polka is a liability here. So looks like he's still playing it. But he's not enough. No Zines and no. Okay, so he's going for the Money Train. He's trying to find
yeah.
out. So he
Just trying to find more. Something.
just needs to find something. That hand was, from
Not
the
it.
looks of it, not very good.
So refresh his hand back up to 5 again. See if something new he can do here. But is he threatening the board on this Kanata right now? At the very least, I don't believe so.
He's already collapsed.
Well, the center
so-
one is 50, so it's only 40 damage that he needs.
Yeah, so he can take a knockout on the active Kanata, but the other first will live here. Kanata player really just needs to see another debut.
Yeah, so just go ahead and knocks out. Rolls. Does 10 damage. I don't believe that counts for Umpao because it's special damage.
The 5. He rolled a 5, right?
Yeah.
So it's 20 special damage to collab.
I don't believe Umpao goes off though, right?
Umpao should not go off since it's special damage.
Yep. I think they're checking.
They're pulling up the translations.
Their
to check.
translations, yeah. The special damage count. He's getting, I think he's getting his translation sheet right now. Yeah.
Ah, actually, it is
Whenever
Hololive
this-
with this mascot takes damage. So special damage does
Thank
count.
you.
Let's roll a check.
Special damage does count. Does
So,
affect
yeah,
damage.
so
Umpao.
you-
Those special damages count?
Special
Yes.
damage does count.
Opponent's turn, Hololive takes damage, deal 20 to your opponent's center.
Just anything. It just
20 center.
Center,
When
yes.
center takes.
But Umpao triggers here from the special
Umpao-
damage.
he-
Yeah,
Umpao will work.
that's what they're checking,
Umpao
right?
will
Yeah.
work. So we've got our live judge on the field to tell them. So Umpao does deal damage.
Umpao does
Yeah,
trigger.
I can see on his phone. Yes,
He's doing the
Umpao.
same thing
He's
as
trying
us.
to- yeah.
Or,
Yeah. Does Umpao go off here? And so, yes, Umpao does go off here. Assuming that the translations we have are correct, yeah. So any source of damage. Though he does need to mark sure that he marks. That Kanata does take damage.
So the rough part for the Miko
it
players is he only has one first Miko established, so his line of going towards the second Miko is going to be stalled for a turn if this Miko does get knocked out, which it should.
Draw. Full grip, but no debuts. Not able to
So
fix his
he's
hand
missing the
here.
debuts here, but he should still be able to take a knockout here.
Yeah. But he can't even.
Oh, that is the debut, right? What's that? Oh no, it's
Yeah.
not. It's the Daki Kanata.
So yeah, he can't even do the thing if he wants to, right? Because he needs
So
the
it's like he-
debut.
It's like he's gonna go
Just play
all
over
in.
and just
It's gonna
swing.
play as aggressive as possible. Because it's the board state is not that great for the polka player, Miko polka.
Patches it Umpao.
Oh, switch Miko life to
Oh,
4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is just going all in here.
Sending it. There's a translation sheet. I think is he's trying to figure out if it can be the other polka. No, because it dealt center. So let's see what he's trying to translate.
He's gonna go for a side bloom here.
Rolls for the Umpao.
One. So searches
That's
another
good enough.
Umpao. Yep.
So pulling out the dead draws from deck. So
There's a lack of fans though on.
so
Miko
even
player.
even he
So
can take this knock, but he's not gonna have anything to return with.
if
right?
this Kanata survives the return, it survives the next turn.
Turn,
It's
it's
gonna look really good.
bad.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah,
one.
he's gonna
bad
get
for, yeah,
good
good
for
for one.
Kanata.
So let's take the knockout here on the Miko that was pinged.
And Kanata does have advantage into red. So this should be a 2-life swing here. He should be overkilling by 50.
Oh no. So he's already down to 2 life.
Already down to 2. And
So I think his out here he has to just kill the just kill the 2 sources on and
Yes.
hope that your
So-
opponent does not draw
Yeah.
another debut.
he has to find a way to knock out the Kanata, the active Kanata, with the board he has right now.
The 2 life or the 2
Miko-
energy would be really useful here, right? He can
It's not that useful in this version of the deck because of the fans
And the
providing
buzz,
providing
yeah.
cheers. He has to play this very carefully because Kanata he is he is short debuts on the Kanata player side.
Right.
So
His out is that he does not draw into any debuts or draw support to get
yes,
to the next
but
debut.
he has two. He can pump 100. So
Yeah.
collabing Polka here is.
If he does not kill here, it's just checkmate then, right? If he's unable to kill this
If-
Kanata, it's just set
if
to
he's
50.
unable- yeah.
Set to 50.
No,
deal
well,
to-
he currently does not have enough to set the 50, but you can even.
well, he just collabs the next
Yeah, he can
turn,
collab
right?
here,
Right.
but
So
yeah,
you do next turn, right?
Yeah, he can always set the 50.
Yeah,
and
so-
even then, Kana has advantage. Kana second has advantage in a red, so it's
If he
very,
draws another one, yeah.
Yeah.
So he absolutely just needs.
He has to-
He has to not take this knock. If he does not, it's. sounds
he
like it's
absolutely
over.
needs this knockout. Kanta player is just all in on the second surviving. Because he is representing game on board.
Yeah, with no additional cards, it's just game on board. So we will see. I guess the question is, what is the outs for the Miko player? He has two fans
First,
for the
Miko
Pokebuzz.
does not hit hard enough. It has to be a double attack here. Because he didn't establish a first Miko last turn, he's essentially behind in his Miko. His strategy this game is to build up the Miko stacks to even out the life trade. But because he didn't get a second first online, this is... Oh, and he also collabed. So he doesn't have Zion as well to attack with the stage 2 Polka, or the Polka Buzz. He has the Polka to search the Zion out, but he does not. But because he already collabed over his other debut. Oh no, he has a Pokemon active. He can grab the Zion, so he can't actually attack this turn.
Double Buzz, right?
But it might not be enough damage.
Because how much does she get for each fan?
20 damage per fan, but there's only 2 fans on board right now.
So you're gonna swap out.
So
First things first, just keep that into active, right?
Yeah.
Maybe your opponent forgets that he has a Oshi power.
So he's all in here.
Yeah. Polka first. It searches for the right. Okay. What is his out? Does he have enough represented here?
There are
two-
4 fans on board at this point.
What's the base power for the Buzz?
50.
So showing 130.
130.
Kanata is 200.
That's enough. Miko hits for 70.
That's just enough. Okay, so we have an out here.
Yep.
Not out of the woods yet, but an out here. And it'll be on the opponent's draws.
If the
Oh
Kanta,
no, but if he can just set the Buzz and kill the Buzz, right?
yes, Kanta player has to top deck a basic or a debut. If he top decks a debut,
debut,
then
it's
the game is
fine.
over. So Polka player is just all in on the brick.
Make the brick. Uh-oh. It's a game.
It is coming down to whatever the Kanta player
Yeah.
top decks here.
Because, yeah, so the Polka player can answer this Kanata on the board. And yeah, actually just needs a top deck debut.
And then also, yeah, so he does not have enough damage to knock out Polka with just a single Kanata, even with the pump 100. Okay, so now he
So either
There are
well,
4
he'll have
fans
enough
on
with a
board.
second, right? So either a second or a debut.
yes,
We'll get him out of this because he has the first ready. Yeah,
he
he'll get an energy. Yeah, he'll have enough energy.
There's one attached on it, right?
Yeah.
Is there one? No, there's not.
Uh-oh.
Because he went all in on the
Yeah,
second here.
this might be cooked.
Is coming down to a top
Top
deck.
deck. Let's see it. Oh, all right. This is what we live for. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't. Wait.
Does
Oh
he-
no, he doesn't have enough.
Does he not have enough?
Did he top deck? What did he top deck?
The
All
top
right,
deck was a second.
Go pause and go
Wait.
figure out what happened.
Polka there are 4 fans on board. That's plus 80 damage. So that's 130, right?
So
Miko-
does not get a debut though.
Miko
so,
punches for 70. There should be knockout on the Kanta, right?
all right, pause. So go ahead and
Yeah,
pause.
yeah.
Go ahead and pause this. So the game will be conceded, but we're just gonna make sure that we're not out of our butts right now. So Michael's going out there to check what the scenario is. And we will see. And this is for the betterment of everyone and the players to see what was going on here. Yeah, it was definitely a top check, get it out. He did not get it, though. So if he was actually able to answer this, it might have been the Polka player's game here. So we got some confirmation.
I think there was this discussion on whether or not I think it came down to the Kanta player had the out. I think that's why he conceded early.
Wait, who conceded?
The Miko conceded. Because Zion amplifies damage by 10, every source of damage. Kanta player has a ping 20, has explosion magic in hand. So that's 30.
Oh,
70.
so he can. He
had enough.
He had enough.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure it. So we forgot about we forgot about all of the stuff in his hand.
The Kanta player did have a lot of sources in hand, so
it was just enough to set 50, deal this, right?
No, he could not set hit 50, but the
he can
plus,
still
the plus
do 200,
100.
yeah.
The plus 100.
Plus 100 and then plus 20 and then the base damage of the Kanata first itself. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense now. Okay.
Yes, because Kanata second with House reflect 30, explosion magic's 30, so that's 60. Ping 30, that's 40. Kanata herself punches for 50 and then plus 100. So yeah, that's over 240.
It was just
that is enough damage to knock out the Polka.
Yeah. So the multiple turns of return trades and Miko. I don't think Miko took a life there.
Even though Kanta player did not have.
Miko did take one. Take one.
Even though the Kanta player did not have a board there, he still managed to get there. All in on the Kanta second did pay off.
And that is a 5-life game. All right.
That is a aggro versus aggro type of matchup.
Yeah, round 3, everyone. So the finals will be dependent on who wins the game of Korone versus Reine.
So we'll see Kanta in the finals versus either Reine or Korone.
See you guys soon. All right, everyone. So a little bit of information about our tournament. We did only have 16, I think 15, 16 people. And according to the Extreamer Cup rules, we are supposed to cut once we have 2 XOs. And at 16 people after 3 rounds, we will get that point. What's actually going to happen for us, just so that we can get some content, we're going to verify the results of the players' decks. Make sure that all their cards are accounted for, and we'll do the reward ceremony. And after that, we'll have one last game as an exhibition game to see who is truly the best. So the winners of the winner of the last match was the Condosa player that you saw, and then in the Coronet Rene matchup, it was the Coronet player. So yeah, we're gonna just do a quick deck check on stream, make sure everything's all accounted for, get their paperwork signed up, congratulate them, reward ceremony, yada yada, and we'll get you guys one more game to finally decide actually who won this tournament, not just, oh, I got my invite and we're gone. All right, so see you guys soon once the deck checks are completed. Yeah, we're live. Do you want to say something?
Did you explain what happened?
Yeah, I did. Oh, so for our pace here, just to cover our butts, we were off by 60. We thought the
we were off by 10 damage. We thought the Miko first did 70. It was
30 plus
60.
30. Yeah.
So Miko player was short by 10 damage
So
on the
yeah,
the
he could not knock out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So yeah, they're performing deck check. Wait, who?
Well,
You guys are you guys performing deck check?
I will perform deck check
Okay,
right
so
now.
yeah, performing it on the stream. Tell him to also put his dogs out. I mean, sorry, tell him to put the Coronet deck out. Sorry. Okay, we're back. We finished deck checks, taking our pictures, and we're here for an exhibition match. So these two have already locked in their invites for whatever location that Bushiroad decides to send them. But we wanted content, so
we're making them play for fun.
just so we can talk about it and show you one of Kanata's worst matchups.
Yep. Oh, make sure you change the names up top.
I don't remember what his thing is. Squidnick.
SKOBNX.
This is Corone. SKOBNX. I'm just gonna call him Seabass. Okay.
Yep. Since we made them do deck spreads, they better shuffle pretty well here.
All right, so this is going to be in Corone's favor. Kanata has the ability to set cards HP. Corone says no.
Yeah, all the ping damage will be turned off by the Corone first.
Is it prevents set damage or prevents ping damage?
It should be ping damage. I think the set still takes effect. Let me pull it up to double check.
Is it
here.
just on her or?
So during the main step, if your center is Corone, then... Oh, that Holomem's HP cannot be changed or reduced by your opponent's abilities or effects.
So just nothing.
Yes. So prevents any...
You have to do damage. You have to raw damage it.
You must punch it.
She just needs to exist?
The first must be in collab position.
I see.
So that is weak to pings, but...
But, I mean, the Kanata only really affects center.
Kanata really, is aggressive into center position. So
We have to shuffle that energy because there are 4 red energy in there.
Yep.
All right, let's see what happens. Players are... Oh, wait, exhibition check. That doesn't make sense.
This is just...
Match.
Our top 2 players are playing it out for fun. Maybe we'll see a non-brick Kanata here, but, you know, the deck is so powerful that even if you don't, you know, get your draw supporters, you can still win. That's what we saw from last game. The Corone really just needs to draw that first, and you can start turning off a lot of Kanata's damage. This will just come down to how fast Corone can develop their board here. Kanata's 6 life does make things very tricky for Kanata as well.
All right, I think they're ready to start whenever.
Yep, we're
Oops.
not going to time it or anything.
This is just to
this is
show the
just
Kanata
for
player lose. Theoretically. I mean, it seems like this coordinate setup was specifically to stop Kanata's rampage through the meta. Yellow, I think, is kind of being identified as the big body defensive deck.
Energy conserving.
A lot of high HP thresholds.
A lot of high HP, yeah.
Soak a lot, take a lot of punishment, and deal medium punishment back. Can you go give them the go signal? I don't think they're aware that they can go.
Oh, sure. I think it's still shuffling.
Just tell them they can start whenever.
You guys can start whenever.
It looks like he has multiple copies of the promo, so it looks like he also participated in. I think they had the winners one as well. But yeah, we are hard shuffling their decks. 2 decks that we've seen on stream already. Kanata we've seen a lot of. I think the last 3 matches for Kanata.
Yep. The difference between the 2 Kanata decks is this one is the mono Kanata build. The other one was the Chloe version.
So with extra ramp and extra
Extra
aggression,
ramp.
yeah.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, these 2 are part of the same SF play group. It looks like they did specifically cook this Corone deck together. And I think these are a few people that are in the scene already from the Bay Area region.
Mm-hmm. We've seen them show up at our locals as well a couple times. So familiar faces all around.
So hopefully during our big events, familiar names we'll see. So congratulations first and foremost to these 2. Let's get this brawl started. So it looks like it's going to be. Oh no, they haven't even drawn. They're gonna decide who goes first now. 7.
Kanata really wants to go first here.
Yes. 6. He's deciding to go. Oh, did he? Was it not 7 or was it double 6? I don't know. We'll see.
You know, I can't really tell.
Tell.
with
It does
these
dice. It does dice. Maybe clear dice is not it on camera. All right. We'll see who discards first. Or we'll see who mulligans first, right? Thinking about what to do. So we do have the Coronet player
Coronet
confirming their
keeps.
hand. Yeah, keeping their hand.
Kanta will keep,
Keep as well. Doggers
Oh,
and a
there's the
single
one
contact.
Kana to keep here.
6 life for Coronet.
6 life is so many. We've definitely seen the meta start shifting towards 6 life.
Yes.
Oshis, it's just the extra turn is so vital for a lot of decks.
Developing boards,
Yep.
yeah. He gets rid of some of the cheese, like where you just don't have enough life.
Mhm.
So fire energy, or red cheer comes out. Sorry, Pokemon brain. It's gonna go ahead and search use. So this specific Coronet debut is when she collabs. You can eat an energy, or you can eat a cheer off of her to search for a debut. Just going to develop the other Coronet board. So yeah, not too worried about energy. This one doesn't have the energy ramp that you would normally find in either Risu or any of like the energy accelerations, in favor of just making sure that you get your pieces on the board in a timely manner. You have that 6 life to buy an extra turn.
So
But
it looks
can I
like
go
he-
ahead and start by ripping off the
The explosion
rip
magic
the explosion
immediately.
magic? Yeah, so 20 damage onto the front center corner.
You might as well rip it now since. Oh, and then the immediate Mane-chan. So it looks like he kept the.
Does he have the
second
cheese
debut.
thing? I believe the Coronet is 110.
Coronet is 110. He actually can. Oh, it's 120. So he actually has enough damage to.
Assuming
if he draws
cheese-
if he draws Umpal and X, he actually can get the knockout. here.
It's so funny.
So he is going for
The same exact play.
the
that,
2 games ago we saw this
yeah,
play. He's drawn
drawing
2 of
5.
the pieces. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
1, 2, 3. I see the Umpao, I think. No, did
No
not
axe.
get it. No
he
axe.
does not have the axe. He
Yeah.
did not get to
Oh,
throw
no, they
the
were not
donk.
Umpaos either, yeah. So just going to commit to the front, deal some damage in. I think this will be, what, 60 or 70? plus
This will be
30?
40 plus 30, so 70.
Oof. So that Coronet is down to 20 health left, with the 20 from the explosion magic.
Should be going down next
Rips a
turn.
Miko Coronet, so draw his 2, roll his dice, let's see what he gets. Rolls a 2, so he gets to draw a card. And pretty healthy hand, but he's missing the debut Marin, I think is what he wants to set up.
Yeah.
I believe he does have the boxing doggers in his hand, which is the verse that we were talking about earlier that prevents the damage changing.
He probably wants to set that up now. But
Yeah.
to be fair, his debut is already low HP,
Yeah,
so
so-
it will probably get knocked.
There's no point. Yeah.
he
No matter what,
he
even
could
if he
save it
plays
for
it
next
over,
turn,
yeah,
yeah.
even if he plays
He
it. So
doesn't
he's
ha-
just gonna evolve the back one.
So he's just gonna set up for the following turn. It does not need to collab it this turn.
Yeah. So I think he's not even gonna do any damage here. If he does play that first over, yeah, it needs another energy to attack. Oh, so okay, so this is interesting. So this one's a 200. This is the Daki Coronet. It's 200. So it's now 110. So in order to, so I think he was a little bit like, no way, right? So now he has to figure out 110 damage. Yeah, so that Daki Coronet, 200 minus the 90, 110 HP left. Puts the
That's-
energy. I was
The
like,
Fubuki cheer.
Fubuki, yeah, it looks like character stuff, so they get a little
The
weird.
cheers are pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, he's,
Oh,
he's
he's
just gonna
going
he's
for
going
the-
for
he's
going for the doggers knockout, or the boxing.
Oh,
dogger.
that's 60 ping
60
right there. He's gonna just deal with that now.
Yeah. So 60 goes on. Yeah, he
And
just
then he
pings
just
it.
passes,
Yeah,
so he's
he
gonna
passes, yeah.
prevent him from collabing. And because there's a retreat cost of 2, it is
Yeah,
stuck.
and he did play over all of the.
Yeah, so he
he
could
played-
not attack
yeah.
himself, but
He also played over all of the debuts, so he can't just set up another one, right? Yeah. So 60 damage off the bat. Has a full grip of Marins. I was just kidding when I said that the dog is gonna mock the Kanata. Just kidding, by the way.
Looks like both players are stalling out
yeah.
pretty hard here.
He only does he have another debut out at least? No, is it just the Kanata? No, he didn't play another debut. It's behind his hands. So pulls up the Cornet. He's just gonna ping for 70 damage here. No, sorry. This is going to be this is gonna be 40 and then plus 10 for each of the
Each life
life
missing,
you've lost.
but he has not lost life yet, so
Gonna be 40.
just a smack for 40.
Soften it up just a little bit. It's looking like a slogfest. So draw for the Kanata player. Energy attach.
There's the axe that he was wishing for last turn.
So he needs to attach an energy. Goes to the back row. I mean, he can get the knockout here. Does he need the axe? I don't think so, right? I'm going to roll for the Pow.
So he attached the back row here.
Does not get the Pow, unfortunately. And he's missing debuts. So yeah, just knock out this Coronet here. Does not actually collab either. Yeah, chooses not to Oh no, he just did the ping. I don't know what's going on. Are they doing something wrong?
He forgot to stand. That the Kanata was rested previously.
Yeah, so he needs to get his energy. Yeah, and then he's just gonna attack. Yeah, okay. So he does end up collabing and
slight,
just dealing some damage.
slight sequencing. Yeah.
It's an exhibition match. Well,
Yeah.
so big doggy Coronet comes up.
And he has attached the axe to the collab Kanata.
So that does take 10 damage. Takes 10 when it attacks, right?
Yeah, it should take 10. I can go remind them real quick.
Run over really quickly. Live judging. Karna player pulls off a Notica, just draws 3 additional cards, a few new debuts.
Is there 10 on it? There is 10 on it.
Oh, it's just a clear. It's a clear bead. You cannot see it.
Wow, these damage counters are kind of hard to see.
Yeah, maybe we need colors. Not good for stream. So it does overplay on the second, so that Cornet is now live and 2 additional debuts. Gets his power up. Oh, and he did use two of his hollow power to actually wake up the other one, the one that he pushed back. I wasn't paying attention, but we're going into attacks here.
So he looks like he's gonna KO the active here, which will result in the collab getting promoted to active or center stage rested. So it's looking pretty bad for Kanata here.
So
the Kanata will not be able to do anything.
Can it not attack if it's rested?
Cannot attack when it's rested. Top deck explosion magic does not
do anything.
That
game.
And that is
that's game.
That'll be game right there.
Game right there. Wow.
So yeah, cannot find his.
I was kidding.
Supporter.
I said that Cornet's gonna mug this Kana today. I was so right.
I guess you're right. We didn't get to see the anti-damage effect, but we've seen 3 games where Kantuk has kind of fizzled out, but he managed to get there in the previous game, but unfortunately here, is aggro deck and you're not refilling your hand, so it kind of
did not draw any supporters. Supporters are very important in this game. Make sure that you put supporters in your deck. What's up?
Kill the camera.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone. That was our Extreamer Cup. We're gonna
Thank you for tuning in.
We're gonna give them their awards now. We will have White Schwartz later maybe. But yeah, thanks for joining us. See you guys next time.
Congrats to these 2 again for topping. Good thing this was a exhibition match. That was not very good for the Kanata player. Oh boy. But it happens.
All right. Play Hololive.
Yeah, play Hololive.
Come to Cardart.
We will be streaming English content when that comes out.